Good evening lads, this is Fifa and welcome to my first ever career mode video. Today we're starting off with a career mode. This is going to be the main thing on my channel, as career mode is my favourite side of FIFA, and I wanted to start off low and build it to a top, but not where the series would take forever, as we're already in January and I'm really looking forward to FIFA 15 already. So I thought, you know what, why not start it off with QPR? We've got some quite successful players out on loan for one of the richest clubs, and I work quite well with them. They've got some star players such as Hoylett and Matt Phillips, and I really like Charlie Austin on this game. I just was looking through and I thought, you know what, why not do a QPR? Because even at the end of the season I can have people like Tarapt and people like Granero back, and Remy of course. But as you'll see later on, I do decide to get them players at the start because I just felt that I needed them straight away. So I will be carrying on with my squad builders. If you like that video yesterday, there will be a lot more coming soon. I've just finished recording one for future times, which will probably be on next gen, my squad builders, Xbox One, with my stepbrother's Xbox One, because I'm too poor to afford an Xbox or a next gen console. But career mode and maybe some seasons will be on PS3 and the odd squad builder will, but anything else will be going onto Xbox One, which I do hope will be successful for you guys. So before I'd started this series, I had bought all the Scout of Future players off the market, so I got one of them as Cornish Steamer gives me a GTA invite, even though I've not got GTA, but if any of you want to see. Sorry for that guys, I just had some sound problems, so there won't be any sound for a few seconds there. But now I've sped it up just so you can see what's happening. I was just looking through my team and I thought, you know what, I need a few players back. So I went and looked at Remy, but he cost too much. So I thought, you know what, I'll bring back Tarapt, as he wrecked this league a few years ago. And then I thought, Pat Ji-sung a bit too old, but I brought back Granero as well. And so I bring back Granero and Tarapt, as I thought Tarapt would be an incredible signing for the championship. With a player of that overall playing, I just think we would make an impact. I also brought back Stefan Mbia for the centre backs, because him and Anua will be so overpowered in this team. I just think they will work so well together. And then I thought, I need a new right midfielder because I don't think Matt Phillips is up to scratch yet. And Hoylett on the other side is just so good. I'm not really a fan, in my opinion, I'm not really a fan of the new way to search for players. I liked it where you had the best overalls, because then your search could be more thorough, but I guess that was why the global transfer network was introduced. And here you can see me just inquiring for a few players. There will be no gameplay in this video or the next video, but after that I will be starting off my championship career with 2 games each match, hopefully. So probably the Saturday match and the Tuesday match, which is generally the standard of games in the championship. That's the order that they will go in, and I'll have each of those each game with any business or incredible news that happens in between. But for now, and I will be hoping to have a transfer deadline day video, possibly on its own, just as a short video. But most of my videos will last around 6 minutes, I guess. I feel 6 minutes is an appropriate time for each video, but nowadays this one's gonna be around 9 to 10 minutes, because I just feel that I have to get everything in, because I don't want you guys missing out on anything. I know there's not many of you for now, but I don't want any of you missing out on many important things, which is why I've sped this up so much. But here you see me going for Kwasi Asante, who I feel is such a strong player on this game, and he's only got 1 year left. So I suggest this to any of you guys who are starting off a career with a younger player, because he really does. I think he grows to be a good player. I've only ever played 1 season with him, but he's got good stamina and he can hold his own up front with the pace that he possesses. Jordan Rhodes, I don't feel he's that good on this game. I mean, I did try to go for him, but he's just not fast enough and strong enough. I mean, 72 to 76 acceleration, it's just not quick enough, because there are some quick defenders on this game nowadays, people such as David Luiz, and there are even quick centre backs in the championship, so you need someone who's fast and strong to win matches in this league. But one of the things I do suggest to you is to get the Scout of Future Star, because that one player can turn into so much profit. I mean, you've seen it on other people's career modes. They've gone on to sell people for 20 million. That's a £20 million profit for just scouting someone. You haven't gone out and bought that player. The only fees you have to pay is the scout fees, and the fees, everything, and the fees to send him out, and the wages you pay him for a few years. But I just feel that feature is probably one of the best features, and it saves you having to buy regen players. But I do miss out for QPR on having Mackie and Remy, because if they hadn't sent Remy out on loan, QPR wouldn't have the problems that they are now in second place. They'd be far clear at the top, because that guy is an absolute class act, like Remy. Whether the rape thing, I think, was just something to try and put him off. I'm not sure. It might be true, might not be. But as you say, we do sign Victor Rabina, the Lokomotiv Moscow, I think it is, right midfield, or Rubin Kazan, I'm not sure. Right midfield, I should know that, I'm a Wigan fan. But you do see me here trying to sign Naki Wells. I started this before the transfer window. There are going to be some people who haven't transferred, such as Naki Wells, who now is absolutely ruining things for Huddersfield. Absolutely murdering everyone, as you see. Another thing go offline there, I'm going to have to change that up. Feel free to add me on PS3, I mean, I go on it quite a bit, because now I've got FIFA working at my dad's house. But I choose here not to sign Asante, because I just feel he's not good enough for the QPR team. We've got people like Zamora, who may be old, but he's experienced and is very good in this league. But I end up not getting Naki Wells for the fact that I just don't think he's good enough for this QPR team, and the fact that Bradford wouldn't allow me to pay for anyone else because the wages aren't acceptable and they couldn't afford to pay the wages, which is a very realistic side of this game. And career mode this year, I feel, has improved a lot, because some of the things that they've changed the format of it to make it more like Ultimate Team, which I've never been a big fan of Ultimate Team until FIFA 14, where things have actually been going quite well for me. Other than my pack luck. My pack luck of FIFA 13 was amazing. I got Team of the Season and Kulu and an Inform Menez within the space of 2 months, which made me very happy. But, yeah, you see me here. I needed a new young striker instead. Well, you'll see me going for Roddy Eager. He's not a young striker, but you'll see me looking for some young strikers, because Andy Johnson isn't going to last very long, and I need someone who, after 1 year in the Championship, could be good enough to start in the Premier League, because Charlie Austin's getting on, and like Remy, as much as he's middle-aged for a footballer, not middle-aged as normal, but for a footballer, he's not quite there yet as a good footballer. Not quite there yet as... he's not really proved himself in the Premier League. It'll take time, but Nicky Maynard's obviously now gone to Wigan, so that's another thing. But I do end up signing Harry Kane and the Arsenal striker Benik Afov, as you'll see probably in my next video, which has just ruined it all. But I was hoping to sign Nikica Jelavic, because he's one of those strikers who can hold his own up front, and that's what I've always wanted on FIFA's, the strength to become a factor, and that's why I also like FIFA 14, because of how strength matters quite a lot now compared to pace. As much as pace will always be a part of FIFA, no matter what EA do, pace will always be a massive thing on FIFA. But I just feel strength this year has become a lot more important. To have a fast and strong striker, someone like Asante, who would work really well for you. Someone like Asante would be so overpowered on this game because of his pace and his strength. But people like Giroud, who lack in pace and aren't the strongest, but they're good in the air, I just don't really seem to work with him as well as I'd wanted to. But we're coming towards the end of the video now, as I'm looking for a player on loan. If you like this video, drop a like. Once again, any improvements you suggest to me, give me them suggestions. I mean, all I want is help. I want to improve and become possibly big on YouTube, as impossible as it sounds. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to try to upload daily nowadays. Because on my last channel I started, I just lacked in confidence because of all my friends taking me make. They're not really friends though, it's people I dislike. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Thanks.